Truth is far stranger than fiction. And if you don't believe me, I dare you to read The 900 Days, The Siege of Leningrad, a compelling narrative by Harrison Salisbury. It is about one of the most harrowing and heroic chapters in the annals of history. In 900 Days, beginning in 1941, when the German army blockaded the city, as many people died in Leningrad as the entire war losses suffered by the United States in the whole of its history. Nearly 1.5 million men, women, and children. They died fighting in citizen militias on the front line. They fell to the incessant German shelling that pounded the streets and avenues of the city. They starved in their unheated apartments and hospitals, and they froze to death in the frigid cold and snows of the brutal Russian winter. It is also believed that some even died to feed a thriving market in human flesh that sprang up in the Haymarket, a great peasant market before the war, but now operated by fat, oily, steel-eyed men and women, the most terrible people of their day. There's no question that people practiced cannibalism on a large scale during the darkest and most desperate months of the siege. The evidence clearly shows that people butchered corpses on a widespread basis. The corpses that lay like scattered cordwood in the vicinity of cemeteries bore mute testimony to that fact. More people died in Leningrad than had ever died in a modern city during a siege, anywhere and any time. But 600,000 people remain when the Russians finally broke the siege. And Salisbury weaves the stories of these survivors and those who died in the city of ice through the fabric of this searing narrative. The Pulitzer Prize-winning author and historian spent 25 years studying diaries, memoirs, corresponding with and interviewing survivors, reading all the accounts of the Leningrad siege that survived the severe censorship that followed, and even interviewing most of the important men who foiled Stalin's efforts to kill them. The result is not only one of the most authoritative histories ever written about the Siege of Leningrad, it is also one of the most anguished and inspiring stories of human cruelty and courage you will ever read, but only if you dare.